Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Dorgon 111, and welcome back to Puddle Knights. Victory Laps 7-7 is the name of our next puzzle. Red and blue have opposite capes now. Red is holes, okay, holes, and blue is okay, holes, okay. And look at these trapdoors. Insanity. Insanity, I tell you. Let's try to witness some of the behavior of the trapdoors. Okay, so this part is especially interesting. Have to be coming down that ramp to take advantage of that trapdoor. And yeah, okay. And so presumably, let's see. What do we imagine her path is going to be like? It might involve traversing the ramps. It might involve just traversing some trapdoors. I have up to 3 sections of good cape. And remind me over here... Like, she could have safe places to stand over here, and so if she was just coming across the trapdoors... Like, imagine holy capes were holding down most of the trapdoors. The 2 northern trapdoors in the upper right, and then the one that blue's thing is holding down. Maybe, although, if we lose part of blue's, we'd also have to cut off part of his cape. And the same thing with red. Oh, so that's the thing. I have 3 holy capes, but if I try to use a holy cape on a trapdoor, 2 of my 3 holy capes end up also losing a piece of good cape at the same time. And so that will have to be part of my consideration. In which case, maybe I want to have a holy cape here, and part of red's holy cape here. And then as a result, she'll have this entire path where blue is walking now as walkable tiles, in which case that would have used up all but 1 cape, which is a problem because she'd need 2 capes even to get there. So that seems unlikely to work. Alternatively, if blue had a holy cape there and some cape out here, then that, yeah, it feels to me where blue is standing right now might be a good place to lay down a permanent cape piece. Could I do that just right here from the beginning? I think I could. If I did that, is it possible to rescue the rest of the puzzle already? No, because I think red is already trapped. So yeah, I'm trying to think ahead toward the end of the puzzle in terms of what could be done, but I also need to do some focusing on the beginning of the puzzle. Suppose I wanted to hold down the trapdoor that is right in front of her right now. I think that would involve red traversing the ramps going over blue's head. So let's see if we can make that happen just here at the start. I think it involves both of these guys. Oh. Could it happen with blue as well? I think it really needs to be red. Can I reverse the order of my 2 knights here? Yes, because there's more space here than I realized, and that's a way for people to be able to do a turnaround. Okay, so I didn't realize that. In which case, red could just head right up here, right at the beginning. So if red goes across here... Oh, but that's not held down yet. Ooh, how is... I did not foresee how much trouble these trapdoors were going to cause my knights. It seems we have to move her first. Which is possible. By swapping the order of red and blue. So, if blue comes out here first, he would be able to... I wanted just to give her a temporary place to stand, and then have red be able to cross blue's head. Is that still possible? How do I get her to a temporary spot at the beginning of the puzzle? What temporary spots exist? I don't think this would be right. Yeah, it can't possibly be right. I can't break off a cape on the left-hand side, I don't think. I don't think I have enough capes to make that workable. So... what if red and blue coordinate to give her some initial stepping stones somehow? How exactly would that work? I'm not sure just yet. What if I did... blue can provide her a bit of cape over here. Red and blue are kind of gonna get in each other's way as I'm doing this. Maybe. I'm starting to see some things. Maybe. Maybe? Actually, if blue's just standing here... that's not a good place for blue because blue also needs to be standing somewhere where his head... yeah, okay, I'm starting to see something important. Yes. So, if blue were climbing up here, then red would be in a position to be standing here and potentially also have somewhere for her to stand on the cape, but red would have had to have come clockwise rather than counterclockwise. There we go. So now she can move out of the way. Blue can go across red's head and get here. However, blue's cape is not the cape that I wanted to cut. I wanted to cut red's cape. And... is there a way for that to work? I don't think blue can give her a temporary standing spot if blue's walking across red's head. Well, darn, darn, darn. So in that case... I guess I want red to give her a temporary standing space to get onto a blue temporary standing space? Maybe? So the implication would be... she could walk across this because red's cape is underneath blue's holes. That's noteworthy. Blue's standing in the right spot. But now red's cape is kind of in a bad spot. Could I have had red's cape be in a different spot? Yes. So blue could just get out of the way, except for get out of the way the opposite way. So that red could come stand over here. Blue could then come down to here. Oh, but then she can't walk across the way I wanted her to. So red would have had to have traversed that spot. Which means she'd be standing on both blue and red's cape, which is not what I want. Could she... I mean, she could transfer to here, but... so many complications. And once I'm here, if she hasn't already moved, there's no way that I'm going to do anything here. Okay, I need to stand back and visualize what I want to get her off the square and red coming down the second ramp. Okay, I did manage to do something interesting. It's only like a first step towards eventually solving the puzzle, maybe. But look what happens if I do... Can at least get one interesting trapdoor held down. So if I do this, she has a place to walk. Blue can come over here and hold down some trapdoors. I guess like this. Now she can walk up here temporarily. And this enables red now to have red's final piece on the trapdoor there. Blue, blue should have turned a different direction. Hold on. Blue can't go south. Blue could go 2 steps south. No, blue... She can go ahead and walk up here, and then blue is kind of free to roam. So then blue can go down here, but blue needs to be holding that trapdoor. So red should move. There we go. Red can move. Blue can move. Now red can step across blue's cape. Wrong way. Red can step across blue's cape here. And now red is holding down both trapdoors, which means blue can walk back across this way and break a single holy piece of red's cape along that upper right cap door, which I think is good. And now I think, in order to break off another holy piece of trapdoor, first off, both of my knights currently have capes whose last section is non-holy. And so I think if I want to break off another holy cape, which I do think I want to do, first off I should try to break off some non-holy capes somewhere where it's going to be useful. And I think one of those positions is here. So what if I break that off? And then finally, can I get into a position where this cape's going to be held down usefully? I just got myself into a bad spot. Will I be able to rescue her? The problem is if blue moves again, that trapdoor is going to go up. And so I think blue's move there is invalid. I think I have to get her out of there first. How do I get her out of there first? How do I get her out of there at all? Well, remind me. If I did break this... Now, ideally, I want red's other cape to go here, but I want to do it without breaking blue's cape. So is there a way for red to be holding down the trapdoor already? Possibly, if she... Can I juggle her a bit? And then have red coming from the north? No. Red coming from the south? No. So, back when I'm in this spot and we're still free to roam, could I instead break off blue's cape somewhere? Blue's holy cape there would be nice, but it would also bring the non-hold cape with it if I broke it off at the back. If blue moves off this trapdoor, is she trapped forever? Possibly, not necessarily. It's hard for me to reason about. And I had to do that to break off red's piece. So blue would already be in this predicament. Is it possible before I did that for red to have broken off part of blue's? How did we get into this situation in the first place? The key is that for red to have come across, blue would have had to have been there, right? So blue was holding that for red to get across. And while blue was holding that, I couldn't have already broken up some of Blue's cape. Let me do some more undoing here. Because she had stepped from here. While Blue was coming down. Could Blue have dropped some cape before this? I think no, because Blue's final cape was useful... Actually, it hasn't been useful for a while. Okay, so what if I break some of Blue's cape first? Yeah, this seems plausible. So then... she steps here temporarily. Blue comes across here and holds down this for Red eventually. She goes up here temporarily. Red does this little circuit. Blue now needs to get around Red to step on Red's bit of cape over here. Okay. And now Blue still has, here we go, Blue still has, yeah. This holy bit of trapdoor, which could be broken there. This is starting to look good. This is starting to look good. Have I solved the puzzle? What is the next thing I need to do? I need to create a temporary space using Red's holy cape where Blue's cape is right now, so that she could temporarily stand there, and then I think I have enough cape to solve the puzzle. Oh, except that's impossible. The reason it's impossible... Is it impossible? I think it's impossible. The reason it's impossible is because Red can't move to the right here. And if Red gets his holy cape there, then it's also going to break off his other cape there. Oh, but I could break off his other cape somewhere else first. So let's break off his other cape somewhere else first. Where would it be useful to me? I believe right here it would be useful to me. Can Blue... Oh, this is not good enough for... Like, she still can't step across here. So in that case, Red's cape needs to be there. Okay. I might have something going here. Red. How about you? Oops, not you. You step over here. Lose another section of cape. There we go. So in this case now... Now Red wants to lose Holy Cape here. Is that possible? Is that my only other Holy Cape that's left? Yes. There's still not enough cape to get her to the exit, is there? Oh, this is a problem. I've broken off so many bits of cape. And it's still not enough, is it? Okay, this is definitely progress. Like, look how far she could walk. She could walk all the way down here. But I only have one bit of cape left, and there's 2 spaces she'd have to cross. So one of these would have had to have been a temporary cape. Blue's cape here was a problem. I like having this one here permanently, I think. But this cape here could have been a temporary dragged cape. So let's go back to where Blue's cape was broken off there and see if I could have broken it off 1 square to the north. And so that would have been way back here. Ooh. Yeah, here. Great. The bad news is Red just lost the ability to... Well, I'm not sure. If I break Blue's cape there, Blue is free to move however he wants. Is Red the only thing holding down the trapdoor? No, those are all held down. That's great. Now the problem is... I still did the wrong thing somehow. It's because I broke off Blue's cape in the wrong spot. It was the first bit of Blue's cape that I broke off, not the second bit of cape that I broke off. So Blue's first bit of cape... Oh, it's not possible to break off his first bit of cape there, though. Is it? When did I break off? That was like way early, right? Yeah, it was way over here. And I couldn't have broken it off to the north because there's no way for Blue to have gotten to the north yet. Is there another good spot that I could break off Blue's cape? I'm not sure. Man, this puzzle's tough. This has possibilities, actually. Let's try breaking off Blue's cape here and repeating the same set of mostly steps. So once again, that involves having her step temporarily here. Blue comes across. And she steps over here. Red does a turnaround so Red can step across and leave a holy bit of cape in the corner, which involves going to the north from here. Then Blue does a turnaround in order to step on Red's cape. So we've got holy cape in the upper right corner. And now Red could step on Blue's cape here. So now both of those northern trapdoors are held down. So that's one load off of our back. And furthermore, I think possibly Red wants to break off Blue's cape here. And now could Red... Red can't be going the correct direction here, can Red? So she can get all the way to here. And even to here on a temporary cape. But Red couldn't be traversing... How would she ever get to standing on this right trapdoor is what I wonder. Is that possible? I don't know that it's possible. So I think these broken capes still are not quite right. So let's go back to where we still had a section of Blue cape, which was not long ago. It's right here. So Blue still has some spare cape. Oh, and Red could hold this down for Blue. Blue can hold it for Red, but not in a good way. Because then Blue is going to be stuck. Unless I break off Blue's cape there. I can't break off Blue's cape there because Blue's already stuck, so I can't break his cape. And I can't walk her there because I don't have enough sections of cape. So that's definitely... Is there another way to have her walk around? Like, it doesn't seem like I have enough cape to do this. Could these two holy capes to the north be wrong? They felt pretty good. Maybe I don't need to break Blue's holy cape there right now. Again, imagine that she's standing in the upper right. In order to get down to the bottom, she'd have to be standing where Blue's cape is now. Standing where Blue's cape is now, and then I was imagining standing where a holy cape is now. Oh, can I break off the holy cape there now? Yeah, but I don't have the platform she's on. Could she retraverse across and come a different way? Maybe. Let's work with that for just a second. Just in case there's a way for her to make another trip back and have it turn out great. For her to make another trip back and have it turn out great, oh, this seems unlikely. Because there's a trapdoor in the upper left that's also currently down. Yeah, there's no way for her to traverse this again. And even if she came across and, like, temporarily stood on a knight's head... Well, let's at least see what happens there. She comes across and stands here. Red still can't get across, because she's standing on a knight's head and doesn't have a way to get back. So that doesn't work at all. So basically, while this trapdoor is held... Could she have gotten to the upper left stone? Here's an idea. Well, then I would have to break off Blue's cape here, though, which is what I was doing, and then things just don't work. Such a difficult puzzle. Here's a maybe crazy idea. I broke off Red's cape in the upper right, as we've done before. What if I then break off this bit of cape here, have Red walk up here, break off Red's final section of cape here, and now Red is able to back out of this square, and maybe interesting things happen there? This is somewhat interesting. She can traverse a pretty far region at this point. I suppose if Blue reversed, then she could make it all the way to here. Blue still has a long cape. And so if Red could break off a piece of it now... I feel like we're close to a solution. I think she needed to not have made that traversal yet. Well, Is there a way... How would she walk the spots I want her to walk? Yeah, like, this was pretty good. Like, Blue being able to keep his cape intact and give her a way to get here is pretty great. But I don't see a way to break off a bit of cape here, or leave a bit of cape there. Or leave a bit of cape behind her. Actually, is that true? Here is yet another idea. Yeah, okay, this might be interesting. What if she walks out of the way, Red goes up in front of her on the platform, she comes back down, Blue now swings around in order to give her a path to this little bit of broken Red, and then Red comes across and breaks off Blue's cape. No, this is not good, because then I only have one bit of Blue's cape left. And so sure, it gives you a way to back up. And that enables Blue to have a cape here, or a cape here, for example. But that's still not good enough. But could I have then broken off Blue's cape? Hold on. And given another temporary spot here? Yes. Does that help me? I'm not sure. It does not, because I'm still short. I'm making bits of progress. But I still haven't figured out, like, what the final solution is. Could I have broken off Blue's bit of cape there? What if... Where's the part where I'm breaking off Blue's cape? Here. So let's not do that. What if we leave her standing there, and I break off some of Blue's cape here? Then the problem is she and Blue are currently trapped. Oh, it feels so close, but it's just not there. Is there some other way? Seems like I need Blue's 3-segment cape to get her from the top right corner to that square. Yeah, that felt like a key move. She's standing on Red's only cape, so Red has kind of done its job. Could Red be standing here, ready to break off Blue's cape to the south? Like this. Well, yes, but she still has nowhere to go. Oh, it feels so close. If somehow we could have already where blue is standing had the holy cape broken off there, but the holy cape can't be broken off until the tail cape has been broken off. And this is our last chance to move her onto the red cape, while blue's cape is completely intact. Is it possible I need to now just plop things down on both trapdoors? Hold on. Suppose we get back to here. Imagine like all of blue's cape sections were on trapdoors here. And then one more full cape section here. Well, no, because then we run out of cape. Was there a way to move her to the upper right without breaking red's cape in just to the north of where she's currently standing? I think I broke red's cape most recently. Right, I did it here. So let's suppose we don't break red's cape here. So red still has cape, and now instead I want to break red's cape on one of the trapdoor sections. Does it matter which one? Probably. Oh, blue was holding down that trapdoor. I forgot about that. Right, she's trapped up there right now. And that's why I had red's cape being broken off. It was to keep... Is there a way to get her untrapped? And standing in the upper right. It's just not possible. Given how blue is standing now. Unless... blue could reverse course. And now can red exit out somehow? For red to exit out, red would have to be able to turn around. And there's no space to turn around. Alternatively, red would have had to find somewhere profitable to drop red's capes, but that would be while blue is still holding down the trapdoors here, which is impossible. And she just got over here, right? Well, red was holding down the... Could blue do this in the opposite direction? Here we go, here we go. Okay, blue is holding things down in that direction now. Oh, I haven't even lost any capes yet. And so the question I want to ask now, that I understand more of what I'm maybe doing, is could I have broken off multiple sections of cape so that she could be standing there? Like if she goes and stands over here, here we go. Maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Now she's just trapped. And blue can't keep that trapdoor held down to break off red's tail and then turn around and something something. Victory laps, huh? Yikes. I guess this is going to be the first episode where I make 0 progress. And so, this doesn't even have an extra challenge on it, does it? This was just a normal level that appears to be the last level, but we know it's not the last level, because if the game ever wakes back up, and I were to take a look at just like the play screen, it tells me that we're 102 of 129, which means in addition to this level, there's still another 23 levels hiding somewhere, or perhaps even 26 if I could do math. Yikes. Alright, well, I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Puddle Knights. For now, bye-bye.